Hey YouTube, it's Firebirdnpie again, and right now I'm going to show you a little bit about my deck, which I run. This is my competitive deck, believe it or not. It's the best one I have, because I don't run SP or any of that. So, hang on just a second. Sorry about that. So, I run Victreebel with some text. So, by the way, I'm not using my stand, because it would be a bit too hard. So I'll show you like the main parts about my deck first. So, basics. 3 Bellsprout from Triumphant, which I like because the first attack, Inviting Scent. For 1 colorless, you can switch your opponent's Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. So it has relatively low HP, so when you play it right down, luckily you can switch what your opponent might be attacking with one of their techs or something that doesn't have a lot of energy on it, so that you can save life. So next, I play 1 Weepinbell from Triumphant again. I mean, I haven't really experimented with different Weepinbells because I just haven't had to attack with them at all. And big guy, I run 3 Triumphant Victreebels. I have 2 regular hollows and 1 reverse hollow. So the reason why I like this card is high HP. Its Acidic Drain is an amazing attack. My camera's doing something weird now. I'm not sure why. There we go. It does 30 damage, heals 3 damage counters from Victreebel, and the opponent is burned and poisoned, which is really good for 2 energies. And also, its Pokebody, Tangling Tendrils, it adds 2 colorless energies to their retreat cost, so it's going to be a lot harder for those decks with Gengar Lv.x and Spiritomb to move around their Pokemon. So, yep. Next, I run 2 Eevee from Undaunted, and 2 Leafeon. I just happen to have the reprint from Triumphant, Call of Legends, and the Undaunted, pre-release promo. So the reason why I like this, first thing, for 1 grass energy, you can do 30 and they're asleep, which is not bad. It puts them to sleep, so they can be out of commission. They might not be able to attack. But the main thing is Miasma Wind, which does 50 times the number of special conditions. So if you use Victreebel and poison them and burn them and they're still not dead, they have a lot of HP, you bring this guy up and you do 100 damage for 1 colorless energy. So that's why I run him. Next, I run 1 Leafeon Lv.x from Mysterious Treasures, which I don't actually have it. I'm looking for it, so this is a proxy. I like this because Energy Forcing lets you attach an extra energy during your turn. And Verdant Dance does 30 plus 10 energy for each, 10 damage for each energy attached to all your Pokemon. So if you have a lot of bench Pokemon with energy attached to them, that's going to work very well as a secondary attacker. Next, I run 2 Shaman from Unleashed with Celebration Wind so that I can move around energy. And I also run 2 Shaman Lv.x from Platinum, Ground Form, because Thankfulness allows each of your grass Pokemon to get 40 extra HP, which is incredible, especially for Victreebel when you're trying to just stay up there and tank all the damage. And then Seed Flare for Grass and 2 colorless. You can attach as many grass energy to all of your Pokemon as you want. It does 40 damage plus 20 for each energy you attach, so that's also a good attack. Helps you get set up at the beginning of the game. Next, we have 2 Roselia from Supreme Victors, because that's what I have, and 2 Roserade from Unleashed, which I use because Energy Signal allows you to confuse or poison your opponent's Pokemon. And finally, the last Pokemon, 2 Unknown Q. I'm also looking for these, just so that I can move around my Pokemon a bit more. For energy, I run, let's see, I think it's 11. No, 10 grass energy. And for rainbow, the rainbow are for Roserade. Check out its Pokepower on Cerebi or one of those websites if you want to know why I do that. It's just helps out so that I can get a bunch of special conditions. So for trainers, I run 3 Pokemon Communication. These are incredibly useful for getting the right Pokemon that you need. Next, I run 2 Rare Candy. Because I only run 1 Weepinbell to cut down on deck space, I need these Rare Candies to get my Victreebel up and running. It also helps even if you do have Weepinbell. I run 2 Expert Belt because you put that on Victreebel and you use Shaman Lv.x, and you are up to 170 HP, healing 3 damage counters every turn. Finally, I run 2 Switch and 2 Warp Point, just to further move around my Pokemon as best as I can. Finally, for supporters, I use 2 Pokemon Collector to get my basics out at the beginning of the game. Very useful card. I run 3 Interviewer's Questions for the Leafeon and the Shaman, so that I can get some heavy damage with that and get set up better. I run 2 Underground Expedition, which is good for just getting some cards out of your deck without having to discard any. 2 Professor Oak's New Theory, just for bad hands. 2 Twins, which are very useful because this deck does take a little while to set up, depending, so you can get behind. But I also just play tested this deck once today, and I came back from like 3 or 4 prize card lead. So that's nice. And finally, 2 Baby Search. I used to not run any, which may surprise you, but I don't have a lot of need for all those specific Pokemon because of the communication and the collector. But I had to run it once I added the Lv.x's, because before I was running Professor Elms, which searches for an evolution card, and Lv.x's are not considered an evolution card. So anyway, guys, that's just a quick run through of my Victreebel deck. I hope you enjoyed it, gave you some ideas, and I hope it will make you realize why I want some of the cards that I want, and it would really help me out if you could trade with me for some of those. So if you have any of those spare, it would really help me out, because I do run this competitively, and the proxies I can't use in tournaments. So look forward to trading with you guys for that, and I'll see you guys next time.